Well, I'm sitting back on this lawnmower again. It's been 5 weeks since they brought it over. It really makes me scratch my head as to whether I want to work on equipment that is off season. So for example, snow blowers in the summertime and lawnmowers in the wintertime. If they're, this is the first time it's ever happened where someone's left anything this long. And granted, I did suggest that they could leave it here. Apparently they're having some family issues. But in the summertime, the family issues wouldn't have gotten in the way. They would have had to have come pick us up because they got to cut the grass. So I don't know. I've been having a I don't know, a loop in my head for a while now. I think it was Thursday. Somebody called at 5:30 and said their pressure washer wasn't working. Well, I mean, here it is, February. I mean, I know it's a warmer part of the season, but it's still February. And they're wanting to bring a pressure washer over to get it work done. Well, you gotta be careful with the pressure washers because if they freeze, they can break. So I'm not suggesting that he knows that I don't have a heated garage, but technically there's no reason to have a heated garage. You heat it to keep warm. You don't heat it to keep the lawnmowers warm, and especially in the summertime when that's your primary business. So to bring a pressure washer over in the wintertime, it's just a bad idea. But it was warm when he called, and I thought, well, you can bring it over tomorrow. I told him I was closed at 5:30. He said, okay, yeah, I'll bring it over. So last year, when people were trying to bring me pressure washers in the wintertime, I would tell them, look, I'll pick that up in March or April when it warms up, but right now I'm not going to do it. And the one pressure washer that I had, the guy said, okay, great. And then when I contacted him, he says, yeah, here's my address. So it all worked out. So I told him that I was closed. My hours are 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. And my thinking is, and this is, I mean, people have done this before, is you can bring your mower over while you're going to work to get it worked on, in the morning time. And then the next morning you can pick it up or, whatever. So I think it's a reasonable 10 hours that, that some people do it. And then I'm also open on Saturdays from 9 to 4. I don't usually do a lot of work on Saturdays. I mean, if I'm really behind, I will. But typically, I'll try to keep the weekends to myself. I think I do a pretty good job of that. So, unless there's just nothing else going on and I'm bored, I might, start working on something on a Saturday or Sunday. But typically, I don't. But they can always bring it over. But 4 o'clock, I think, it's a reasonable time. It's not perfect. I know a lot of people expected 5. But I think 4 o'clock is reasonable to expect that I can close down. But it has been violated so many times. It's crazy. I mean, one time somebody called and said, do you have any push mowers for sale? And I said, well, I got one. I don't sell them, but I had this one. And I said, I'll sell it cheap as long as you don't say it's, I need to keep a warranty on it. And she was okay with that. She said, well, my son will be over there tomorrow to pick it up. Okay. Well, I know a lot of people think I'm nuts, but I go to bed at 8:30 and I get up at 4:30. And the reason I do that is so I can edit videos in the morning. It gives me an hour and a half of quiet time. The dogs are still asleep. Carolyn's still asleep. And I can just work on the video, get it uploaded. And by 6, if people are coming by, I can, start collecting lawnmowers. And if they're not coming by, depending on how much daylight there is, I may still get some time to myself until the sun comes up. And then I can continue working on lawnmowers. So this woman who wanted the push mower calls me at 9 o'clock, literally wakes me out of bed. She can tell I was asleep. She said, did I wake you? I said, no, that's all right. I'm fine. How can I help you? She says, well, I need to come over tonight and pick up that lawnmower because my son won't be here today or tomorrow. You want to come over at night? I mean, it was dark to pick up a lawnmower. And you want to exchange money in the dark. I mean, it would just seem really strange to me. Well, I went ahead and did it. And I really struggle with this. I mean, if you don't do it, you're going to lose the business. And in a small town, how much business are you willing to lose? And I fundamentally struggle with this. I want to be strict with my business hours, but I don't want to be walked on. It reminds me, back in the 90s, I married my high school sweetheart. And her dad had an auto body shop right in front of his house. I mean, there was the auto body shop. You walked past the car on the left side of the building, and it was right to his house. The house wasn't 50 feet away from the auto body shop, maybe 20 feet, 30 feet, whatever. It was very close. So back in the 90s, he would close up shop and start drinking beer. Nobody came over. Nobody bothered him in the after hours. He had his shoes off. He was watching TV. That was the end of the day. And I don't understand what has changed. Well, I guess maybe I do. But I think it's ridiculous that people nowadays feel like they can violate whatever. That's girly. So, you got Amazon and Uber Eats, or what, I don't know what all that is, but they expect that everything is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What I find most ironic is Walmart used to be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even back in the 90s when my father-in-law was closing down shop. Walmart was open, but nowadays Walmart isn't even open 24 hours a day. But they still expect the guy doing lawnmowers to be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I remember over the last summer, and this guy aggravated me pretty bad. He wanted me to work on riding mower, so I went over, got to riding mower. Of course, it's riding mower season, so he needs the riding mower. So I go over, pick it up, bring it back, order parts, and within a couple days I had it fixed. Called him up, said, yeah, it's done, can I bring it back? He said, yeah, bring it on back. So I brought it back, and he says, there's a pressure washer down there I'd like you to work on too. Well, this pressure washer has been sitting outside for ages. He hasn't used it in ages. He had two of them. Like the other one he had hooked up. So I guess he tried to start this other one and it didn't work. So he said, you're just giving me some business, I guess. I don't know what he was doing. So I pick up the pressure washer, put it in the truck, a couple days, got it running. Called him up, said, hey, it's ready. Can I bring it back over? Yeah, you can bring it over 6 o'clock tonight. Now I can't do that. Okay. And so the next day I'd call him or message him and I'd say, can I bring that? Yeah, 6 o'clock at night. This went on for 2 or 3 weeks. It went on forever. Finally I said, you know what, I'm not even dealing with this. I just took the pressure washer over there, dropped it off in his patio area so it wouldn't get stolen. For free. I didn't charge him. I left him a message. Said, your pressure washer's on your patio, no charge, thanks for your business. And I left it at that. Well, he called and said, yeah, I need you to come over and pick up another. He says, I don't know why you did that. I need you to come over and pick up another piece of equipment. I said, I don't want it. You and I have different schedules. I don't work at 6 o'clock at night, and I'm not going to drive out there with all the deer on the road. In the back roads, coming around the corner and hitting a deer, costing me $500 in deductible for a $50 repair. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm not doing it. Well, he was mad. So, I mean, I deliberately fired that customer, but my concern is now he's going to go around town and tell everybody. He hasn't, but that was my concern. He's going to go around town and telling everybody how terrible of a person I am. I won't pick up his equipment and all that stuff without telling the full story, which is I gave him a pressure washer for free because he kept wanting me to bring it over at night with the deer out. So this happens a lot. It's incredible. So I'm not really sure how to handle it. So today I changed my message on my phone. Now, I have always been notorious for answering the phone because I want to be able to have a voice at the end of on the other end of the line, even if I'm closed. So the other night he called at 5:30. I picked up. I told him, yeah, I'm open tomorrow. He said, yeah, I'll bring it. I don't know. Did I tell you this story? I might have gotten lost. But anyway, this guy called at 5:30. He wanted to bring a pressure washer over. I said, I'm closed today. Now, he didn't know if I was home or not. That's the thing. if I'm not home, he said, well, okay, now I know what your hours are. I said, now I'll be open tomorrow, so you can bring it over. He said, okay, I'll do that. Well, he never showed up. So I'm sure he's mad. He's mad that I wasn't open and I didn't just stop what I was doing and take care of his problem. So I don't know if he wants his pressure washer fixed because he needs it, or if he just wanted to get it running. Or he realized it's February and I'm not really that interested in using it right now. It's kind of chilly. I mean, I still got my coat on. So I don't know what the problem is. But this is my concern. How many customers do you lose? So, you know, you think about Walmart. I have an appointment Tuesday at 9 a.m. and I want to be sure that I'm there on time or early. I want to be there early so I can get checked in. And because, you know, there's never anybody at the automotive counter ever. So, you know, you got to call around and hunt around. So I want to make sure I'm there early so everybody knows that I'm there. So I can get these tires put on my truck. But you know people don't show up. They're late. They come in at 9:20. Oh, yeah, I want you to work on my... Well, you've just pushed out all the customers all day long 20 minutes. So they get there on time, but they got to wait 20 minutes just before even before their car gets pulled into the shop, because some guy decided at 9 o'clock he was going to show up 20 minutes early or late and expect Walmart to accommodate. What people think is, well, your bay is open. Why wouldn't you just work on it? Well, because you had an appointment from 9 to 9:30. That gives me 30 minutes to work on it. Now you're giving me 10 minutes to work on it. But I still need the 30, so that means I got to push everybody out 20 minutes. And people don't care. They were there. They went out the inconvenience of having to drive all the way to your shop. They want you to work on it because they think they deserve it. And I don't know where all this entitlement comes from. Like I said, I don't think this happened. I don't think this existed back in the 90s. I just don't think it was this way. I don't know where people, or why people have gotten so spoiled that they can't even understand. You know, I asked AI about this, and AI said, well, you live in a small town, so everybody in town expects you to just be neighborly and friendly and just, you know, bend over backwards for them. And okay, well, that makes sense. I kind of understand that. But on the same token, I'm their neighbor. Wouldn't they think, well, maybe they should be neighborly and understand that I have business hours, that, you know, I can't just drop everything I'm doing? How did that guy know if I was home or not? So, you know, I don't know. So, you know, people are actually more considerate when you tell them, oh, I'm out delivering a lawnmower. Then I hear a noise. Sorry about that. Then if you tell them you're closed, if I were to tell that guy, oh, I'm not home right now, I'm out delivering a lawnmower, he'd been totally fine with that. Like, oh yeah, you're out doing work, that makes sense. But if I have a moment of relaxation, that's his time. He wants it. So you better provide it. Look, I know there are going to be a lot of people who says, oh yeah, I'm always on time. Well, if everybody in my comment section is always on time, then you guys are a bunch of unique people, because I think actually it's the other way around. The majority of the people think they have rights to everybody's time, including Walmart or mine or whoever, the doctor. So if you'll click this up next box and take the video over to my other channel, I really appreciate it. Go check it out. It's a brand new video today. I really appreciate it. Go check it out. So if I can inspire you to be on time so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.